Alright, in the last video, we talked about four sets of rational numbers. We talked about rational numbers, integers, whole numbers, and counting numbers. So the largest group that we talked about were rational numbers. Rational numbers, right? That included almost every number we've talked about up into the 7th grade. The next group, slightly smaller, is integers. Right? Integers, remember, they were numbers with no fractional parts. Numbers like -1, 2, 9, 0. All those were integers. All of these numbers can be written in the rational. -1 can be written as a fraction. So -1 is rational, 2 is rational, 0 is rational, 9 is rational. Every integer is a rational number. But there are some that are rational that are not integers, like 1/2. 1/2 is a fraction, so it's rational, but 1/2 isn't an integer because it is a fractional part, so it can't fit in there. The next smallest one was whole numbers. Whole numbers, that was 0, 1, 7, and I'm going to run out of room, but the very smallest one, let's draw a line out here, is counting. And that was like 1, 2, 3. In order to understand how these sets work together, I'm going to make another diagram, another picture over here. Alright, I'm going to draw these same circles. Try to make them a little larger so I don't run out of room. Alright. So if you're watching this, you're probably in my class. But if you're in my class, you're not every kid in the world. But if you're in my class, then you probably go to my school. Every person in my class goes to my school. But every person in my school is not in my class. You can all think of somebody who is in our school but not in my class. That's kind of how that relationship works. If you're in my class, you're in my school, but not the other way around. If you're in my school, then you live in my state. And if you live in my state, then you probably live in the USA. So let's look at how this works. If I wanted to know if this was true, that all natural numbers are rational. So all natural numbers, or counting numbers, that's this blue. All natural numbers are rational. We want to know if this is true. Let's compare it to over here. That would be like saying all my class, if you're in my class, are in the USA. And that's true, right? If you're in my class, you're in the USA. So both of these are true. So if you're in my class, you're in the USA, that's true, and this is true. Let's try to go the other way around. What if I said all rational numbers are whole numbers. So all rational was green, and whole numbers is purple. So I'm going to put, is it true that every student in the USA goes to my school? All students in the USA go to my school. No. Right? There's lots of kids in the United States that do not go to my school, so this is not true. So neither of these are true. So if a number is a counting number, it is in all of the bigger circles, but just because something's rational doesn't mean it's automatically an integer. It's your turn to decide true and false statements.